Now, welcome to Mindset Talk with me, your host, Jabu Zwane. Thank you so much for tuning in to Mindset Talk today. Mindset Talk is a podcast that helps people to understand what are mindsets, how do mindsets form, what is the function of mindsets in our lives, and how can you best create the type of mindsets that you need for the life that you would love to live. I hope you're going to have a great time today as we journey through life, having our lives changed one thought at a time. This is Mindset Talk. Well, it's been a while since I did my last show. In fact, it's almost a year. And since then, a lot has happened. With the COVID-19 situation, we all know we've gone through many different changes and challenging times. In that process, I've been able to start my business, which is fairly doing well, but I've also had the opportunity to travel out of the country, spending almost 8 months in the United States of America, part of which was not really my intention, but COVID-19 had different plans for me. I found myself stuck there for a couple of months longer than I hoped that I would be there for. But anyway, I don't want to bore you too much about my exciting and challenging life. I want to continue still on Mindset Talk, talking about important issues that can help you to become a better version of yourself. And so what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about a very important word. It's a word that many of us have had challenges with this year. It is a word that if you didn't have it instilled in your fiber, in your structure, in the way that you do things, you would have had extreme difficulty in being able to handle COVID-19 and all of its challenges in 2020. But if you did have this C word, in your structure and in your mindset, you would found that you would have achieved more than most people in this year. And this word, ladies and gentlemen, is consistency. Yes, the C word is consistency. Consistency is that strong chain. I call it the strongest link in the chain of success. And I'll explain in detail what I mean by that. But for me, consistency consists of 3 different components. So the first one being about practice, the second one being discipline, the third one being patience. So PDP, patience, discipline, and practice. So practice, discipline, and patience. Practice being about practicing the regular activities that are necessary in order for you to be able to achieve your objectives, your goal, your vision, whatever it is that you are aiming to achieve. You need to practice the regular activities and be consistent in it. The second thing being systematic. Not only do you regularly practice, but you have to also have some kind of a system as to how you practice these regular activities. For example, if you're going to the gym on a regular basis every morning, you've got to have a plan. There's got to be a system that you're going to apply when you get to gym. If you are building something, that's going to take you a long time. Let's say you're building a business. There's got to be regular activities that you've got to be able to perform as a business person and have a system on how you perform that. For example, you can't just get up without, and go to the store without, let's say, having a time that you open up a store at. Or, let's say you are practicing to become an athlete. You have to regularly run, and hopefully you're running at a particular time. Hopefully you're running in a systematic way so that you can be able to know how to handle your breathing, how to handle hills, how to handle the weather if the weather could change for whatever reason. Thirdly, practice is about also timed regular activities in a systematic way, but that are timed. Timing also helps you to see whether or not you're improving. And as limited beings, time is a vital aspect that which we have to integrate in how we do things. And fourthly, it's measured. Being able to measure some of those things. Some people talk about the SMART principle. As you can see, a little bit of that is applied here. The second aspect of consistency being discipline. You also have to have a schedule. Have those regular activities in a systematic way, timed and measured, but in a schedule. As far as how often you do this, and what time do you normally do this. So that talks about the intervals. And then the second aspect of discipline is personal. Discipline is you submitting yourself to personal laws, to the laws without supervision, without necessarily even looking at any kind of monetary reward or whatever it is, incentive, but the only incentive itself being about the vision that you are aiming to achieve. All right, submitting yourself to the laws. And then thirdly would be delayed gratification. You regularly practice these things in a scheduled manner, and you're doing it with you delaying your gratification because you're looking at the outcome in the future. And then fourthly, under discipline, we have accumulative, that you are slowly building your abilities. You're slowly building your momentum. You're building, whether it be your stamina, whether it be the rhythm that you're operating in. Discipline helps you to do that. And then lastly is the issue of patience. Now, patience is about restraint, restraining your appetite, restraining some of the desire that you've got. It is about managing the emotional struggles that you experience as you are in the process of practicing, of regularly doing these activities. And then thirdly, it's about endurance. The endurance, being able to wait it out longer and endure the hardships, whatever pressures that come with a process of consistency. And then lastly, it is also about let's quickly have a look here. It's about being outcome oriented. So you are mindful of the outcome that's going to come at a later stage. Now, there are a couple of other things that I want us to look at as far as what consistency is. Consistency, number one, it is the strongest link to success, to the chain of success for the couple of reasons. Number one, consistency helps to become more productive. It helps you to become more productive. Productivity is vital for improving your value, the value of your skills. In other words, how much you can get from your effort, how much you can get from your skills. Every single skill that is not connected, for example, to a purpose cannot become a tool. Now, as soon as you understand that your skill is connected to a purpose, then that skill becomes a tool. Otherwise, you can just be busy with various activities without necessarily being able to direct those activities into achieving what you're aiming to achieve. Secondly, consistency is a vital component of building trust with others. Consistency helps you to become dependable, and dependability is a vital component that is attractive to people, that gives people that certainty which they so desperately require as limited beings, that you would be able to do what you say you would do, and also you come through when you say you can come through. And this helps you to build your trust currency. Thirdly, consistency helps you to become more confident in your abilities as you achieve more, becoming more productive. The more productive you are, the more confident you are. The more confident you are, the more efficient you are. The more efficient you are, the more you achieve, the higher your chances of success. And secondly, also, the higher your currency again with other people. In other words, when you begin to sell your products, when you begin to say, I can do 1, 2, 3, because of the fact that you've been productive and you've got proof, then people are able to pay more for that. Thirdly, consistency helps you to build influence in whatever field that you are operating in, or whatever field that you're consistent in. Your word sort of precedes you, because it's the more that you achieve, the more you become well known. And here's the vital thing that we need to understand. The majority of people, 99% of the people don't do their best. 99% of people don't do their best. That's why we have the top 1%, which basically means that if you are going to actually accelerate and go above the 99%, you're going to have to do more than what the 99% are doing. And I can guarantee you right now, 99% of the people don't do what they're supposed to do. So if you do even slightly more than what the others are doing, you will immediately come out, and you'll immediately have that influence. And influence is a vital component of your leadership currency. Consistent leaders are dependable and reliable, and dependability, as I mentioned earlier on, and reliability as a leader equals trustworthiness. And as we all know, trust is an invaluable commodity in any relationship. Trust is an invaluable commodity in any relationship. So trustworthy people are successful more than most, since other people also are able to easily buy into their vision, easily able to buy into what they commit themselves to, because they know that, again, consistent people, what do? They're regular in the certain things that they do. There's a schedule that they follow. They are able to delay gratification. They are able to focus their minds on the outcome, and they're not necessarily bothered even by the changes or disruptions that may have happened. As 2020 is about to come to an end, many people have gone through many different disruptions. And we've all had to learn to become agile, to become more flexible, to acclimatize a bit more to the changing conditions. And being able to develop your mindsets is one of those things that you will gain. You will gain an ability to be flexible, because part of what we learn in mindset development is the component of performance which is vital for success, and that is fitness. Fitness being that ability, the energy that you put into how you do certain things, but more than that, with endurance, but more than that, the flexibility to be able to be flexible to the changing climate. More than that, it is also to be able to adjust to the changing terrain, whatever conditions that you may be operating in. But even more than that is also the agility. The agility being in fitness, being that ability to dodge danger as it comes your way, to be able to move out of the way if you need to quickly as possible, without losing efficiency, without losing your functionality. Anyway, I hope this makes a lot of sense for you. But anyway, if you want to know more about the consistency as it is connected to a vital principle in mindset development of function, a function being both performance and purpose, you know where to get a hold of me. My name is Jabu Zwane. I'm a mindset development specialist, and this is the Mindset Talk, where you learn what are mindsets, how do mindsets form, what is the function of mindsets in our lives, and how can you best create the kind of mindsets that you need in order to achieve your goals, your objectives, your missions, but most importantly, in order to build the kind of life that you are aiming to achieve. Have a blessed day. Well, you've been listening to Mindset Talk. Please remember to subscribe so you can get the latest updates on our podcast. Thank you once again. Have a great day.